Okay, so for doing this automation exercise, we're going to open up the Sharp Joe, and we're going to rename it automation. And in here, you can go in here and put any automation in that you want, but I just want it to kind of, I want you to know what you're doing. And so what I want you to do is I want you to do some volume automation, I want you to do some pan automation, and I want you to do some plugin automation. So, and just show all these on the screen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn off my groups so they're not grouped together. And let's do a little automation on the kick drum here. There we go. And I'm going to just have this fade in over time. So I'm just going to pull this down like this, and then have it fade in. There we go. And I'm going to go to my snare drum, and I'm going to put a, no, not my snare drum. Let's go down to my, let's do the snare drum. On the snare drum, I'll put a plug-in. Let's use the filter, modulation. I'll use my vintage filter here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the automation lane for my cutoff here. Enable automation, pull that up like that. And down here, I'm going to select the automation lane for the filter I just did. And we'll have this kind of like, again, kind of highlight all this stuff here, and I'll pull it down, and we'll do like that. So the snare drum will come in over time. And the hi-hat in here, I'm going to use my panning, and I'm going to use the pencil tool. And let's do 8th notes, because it is 8th notes. Zoom in a little bit here. And let me just make this bigger so I can see my waveforms a little bit better. And I'll use this one here, that's the square tool. And I'll just go back and forth like this. So now it'll be left and right, left and right, left, right on that hi-hat. And that's pretty good. I've got 3 here. I maybe do a couple more, and then just take a screenshot of this so I can see the automation work that you've done. I've got here my volume, I've got some panning, and I've got some cutoff. Maybe do a mute, and then just submit this screenshot right there to submit that for your homework. And that's basically it. I just really want to know that you are kind of understanding how to do the automation stuff. I do require you to do automation in your project. So now that you've learned about this, you can go ahead and start adding automation into your project as well. And then take screenshots of that so I can see that in your project. So I don't have to like go digging for it. But we'll talk about that in Zoom.